Hello everyone and welcome back to DJ's Gaming. In today's episode, we are going to be dealing with and talking about the mechanical crafters. Now, the mechanical crafters are the quick snippet of it is mechanical crafters is the device used to automate bulk crafting based off of the shape the crafters are in while making the bulk crafting. And so you can, right now, I have it in the normal 9x9 grid. So let's say I wanted to make a great example would be blocks of iron. Oh, I need a full, okay, there we go. Let's say I want a block of iron. Well, that doesn't look right. They just all spilt out. Mechanical crafters will automatically make the items, but they flow into each other. It's kind of the best way I can describe it is they flow into each other. And you'll notice these little connectors here that look a lot like conveyor belts. And you can right click with the wrench and it moves. And so the end goal is everything in the grid has to all reach the same mechanical crafter. So now if I go ahead and do that, they all go down and then they're all going over and boom, we now have a block of iron. But mechanical crafters don't just, make blocks of iron, or, you can also use them to make anything you want. You just need to have it in the shape of what you want to make. And you do need the mechanical crafters not only for creating mass production of certain items, because there are certain items that you want to mass produce. Examples of items that you will want to mass produce that are in Create will be the electron tube. You'll want to mass produce because you're going to use a ton of them. You may also want to mass produce other items. Some people like to mass produce the mechanical arms because, again, you're going to use a ton of them. The rotational speed controllers are another one that you'll want to use a lot of. You'll use a rotational speed controller in every single machine that you make after you get brass, because it completely gets rid of the whole mess of cogs. Whole thing's gone. As you can see, mechanical speed controller just powering this with speed. And the faster you have these things going, the faster it will do the crafting. If you have it going really, really slow, it will go slow. So I do suggest pumping these things up with speed. Now, with the mechanical crafter, there is one other thing that you can make that is necessary. And I'm going to try and remember how to make this thing real quick. So, the mechanical crafters will be needed to make a special machine. My brain decides, like, my brain had everything going really good. As you can tell, the machine is the crushing wheel, and you need 21 mechanical crafters to make this. And it's not expensive to make. The crushing wheel, though, is what you need to start, like, doubling your ores. It will also make to where you can start recycling items, which can be nice to see or to do, because it's kind of annoying. I'm just gonna be blunt. It's kind of annoying, and so you put everything together, and like always, everything has to end up in the same one, and then boom, you now have the crushing wheel, and you can't make the crushing wheel any other way. You have to use the mechanical crafters, and that's why the mechanical crafters are important for advancing your setup. And you can use the crushing wheels for a lot of different projects, but we will get into the crushing wheel at a later date. But yeah, mechanical crafters, they become like kind of the star of the mod pack, as they can be used to craft anything as long as you have them in the shape of what you need. You can also automate putting items in, either with conveyor belts in the back. Can put items in. You can also use the hands to put items in it. But I think most people will use the hands to put items in it. Yeah, the mechanical crafters, they become the star of the mod, and make to where you can make your life a lot easier, especially with things that you have to keep repetitively making over and over again. The way to create the mechanical crafters, the way you make the mechanical crafters is with an electron tube, the brass casing, and a simple crafting table. And it makes 3. So hopefully you've semi-automated the electron tube by now, and that you've made yourself a ton of brass by now, because it will be necessary. But yeah, that is just my little snippet on mechanical crafters. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit the big thumbs up button, subscribe for more, and leave in the comment section what other kind of projects are you guys curious about, or if there's anything you want to see me build. Go ahead and leave it in the comments about that. And thank you guys so much, and have a wonderful day.